Greetings to all of you, all the dignitaries on the dais, and especially Sushilji Maharaj for bringing me here as a chief guest, which is really an honor for me. And now so many people have already spoken, and I think you're pretty clogged in your head with a lot of words. I would like to say only few things, very few things. We are here to commemorate the teachings or the presence of Vivekananda. What I remember, see, every master from the past, if you take, everybody had a core strength or a core point in their life. Vivekananda, when he met Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, he asked him, "Do you used to see light?" He said, "Yes. When I was a child, when I used to close my eyes, there used to be a light on my third eye. And that light used to spread and dissolve me, and I used to go to sleep. And that light made Narendra Vivekananda. Like Jesus, soon after his baptism, he spoke on the mountain, the Sermon of the Mountain, which I consider as the core of Jesus. He said, "You are the salt. If you lose your flavor, what can we do with you? You are human beings. If you lose humanity, what will we do with you? What will the world do with you?" This is exactly the point. If you ask about Buddha, three things affected him. One was old age, sickness, death. And he could not stand the pain of these three things. And when he meditated and became Buddha, when Siddhartha became Buddha, somebody asked him later, "So there is still death, there is still old age, and there is still sickness. What happened?" He said, "I started experiencing them as inevitable." Means you started accepting life. Bharat simply means acceptance. We have accepted everybody, every culture, every tradition, every different flavor of the world. And that's our strength. Being united simply means we are strong, we are one. Bharat first. Please remember, two things we cannot change from life. One is birth, you had no control. One is death, no control. Someday we would die. And in between, the thing called life, if you see only differences, you are making hell on earth. Simple. I travel to different countries, we have activities in different places, but I understand the same heartbeat everywhere. Same philosophy, same mind, same desires, same inclinations, patterns. There are 8 billion people out there officially now, probably more. And all these people ask for one thing, a peaceful existence. It's our right as spiritual leaders, religious heads, to deliver that. It's a huge responsibility. That's what I feel. We are united to take care of this responsibility. It's not rights. We are not talking about rights. We should forget about rights. We already have them because we are alive. We are walking, we are talking, we are eating, drinking, sleeping. We do have rights and we are experiencing them. We cannot ask about rights anymore. Is your heart beating? You have a right. You are experiencing that right. But responsibility, that's what makes the nation. That's what makes you as beings of the nation, as citizens of the nation. If you're holding a passport of a country, you are responsible towards that country first, the motherland, any country for that matter. There are people from different nationalities here with me, and they are all responsible for the passport they are holding. And we have to really talk. And I clearly believe, I always believe, that if all the spiritual heads, religious leaders decide, there will be no war, there will be no bloodshed, there will always be ahimsa, non-violence. I am sure it will happen. I repeat, if everybody takes one decision, there will always be ahimsa. It will happen. It can happen. Why is it not happening? Because we are seeing differences, which is aberration, which is actually nonsense. And secondly, there will be no dearth of food in the world if all the religious heads, spiritual leaders decide nobody should sleep hungry. We have the power, we have the strength, we have the unity, we have the people. Why do people follow us? Why do people come to us? Because they're getting something. And this has to be clear in all the spiritual leaders' mind and religious heads' mind, that it's important, not just your community, every community should remain peaceful and hungry. I have proved it. We have an ashram in South Africa, and in that locality, that's more or less the place where the Indians first landed. So we have the place there, and we started our activities there. Main thing we do is Annadan. 80% crime rate reduced there. Can you believe it? It's a police record. I'm not telling from a 80% crime rate reduced. This is what we do in many countries. We make sure nobody sleeps hungry. Forget about spirituality. See, God and all these things are later. If you're hungry, you can easily become agitated, angry. And then you can't control people. If somebody is hungry, you can't tell, oh, please sit down and chant some mantra now. Nobody will chant. Nobody will care. We must make sure it's the responsibility of all those people who have the power to talk, to do, and to perform continuously, consistently, that you can actually reduce the crime rate of the world. I'm talking from actual experience. I've done that. Secondly, when we always talk about rights, please remember, we are actually digging our own grave. Because when we, as one community, talk, what about the other people? There are 1.3 or 1.4 billion people in Bharat. Everybody are children of Bharat. Not just people. I always believe we have Act 4 hunger in the world, many countries. Act 4, the digit 4. These are beings of the water. We feed them in the world. Beings of the sky, the birds and the beings in the sky, we give food to them. Beings of earth, that means earthly beings, the animals, and human beings, the sick and the old, the mothers and children. Motherhood is precious. We must respect it. If we respect motherhood in the world, there will be no wars. This cannot be a man's world. When we concentrate only on man's requirements or predominance or supremacy, there will be wars. A mother will never want a child to be killed. Any species you take, for any species, a child is precious to the mother. We must respect it. And this is why this unity, which started I respect all the office bearers who have put this together. And Sushilji Maharaj invited me, and I'm really grateful. Actually, I didn't participate in many conferences in India, and I can feel the heartbeat, the determination, and in the purity of intention of this particular platform. And this platform, every brick has been laid by many people from the past, and these people have to be respected. And as I understand, some of the people are not with us. We regard them with the gratefulness, heart filled with gratefulness, and everybody, not the honorable people sitting here, but outside as well, should unite, take the responsibility to make Bharat a heaven, which has always been. Through acceptance, through connection, through delivering, we have collected people and we have nurtured them, respected them. And like Macaulay told the Queen, there is nobody sleeping hungry here. That's exactly the point. Nobody should sleep hungry. And please remember one thing, we are alive today. How you want to deliver the world tomorrow? What is the relevance of Vivekananda's teachings today? I'll make it very brief. Alert, aware, active. Be alert. You have to be alert. You have to always remember who you are. Not as a citizen, not as the thing you see in the mirror, or not as somebody whom you are called as a name or a form or a position or a relation. You are that light which Vivekananda saw in his third eye, which was bright, which consumed him, and he actually became Vivekananda. That's what you are. Remember, alert, aware, active. These three things we must remember. Secondly, if you are existing here, you should deliver within your capacity to the world now, because tomorrow we don't know whether we'll be alive. when I survived an accident in Slovenia recently, I was in critical care, and I wrote to them saying the show should go on. I wrote to them saying that, and my death doesn't matter. If I have to leave, I leave. But why, if the heart is beating today, that's beating for a purpose, and the purpose is the world. When you give yourself to the world gives itself to you. If you can dedicate yourself to the world itself will give to you. The world gives things to you. You will never have dearth of anything. Please remember, to become a legend, it's very important. You should trust in yourself, move with that trust, and from Vivekananda's teachings, one thing please remember, be practical before being spiritual. Be practical before being spiritual. In the name of spirituality, you can never ever discriminate, and if you do that, that's ignorance. We don't understand, we don't know. So this is a great occasion. We have today, the day is amazing. The Vivekananda's memories with us, Swamiji's, and also today is Adi Shankara's birthday, and if I understand right, today is also Ramanujacharya's birthday. All have come together, and 2 days later, Sushilji Maharaj's birthday. So we are amidst all the birthdays, celebrations, cheerfulness, and it's important we celebrate life. You have this life, celebrate it. Whatever people say, don't worry, celebrate it. And while celebration, don't hurt anybody. No hurting through thoughts, expressions, actions. If you follow Ahimsa and follow the practice of Annadan, you will be purified inside, you will feel great, and also you will deliver yourself as a classic, authentic individual in this world. I'm always with you, and I'm committing the Mohanji Foundations of the world is with the program. Whatever we can do, whatever assistance, whatever possibilities we can do, and I'm deeply honored that I could come on this stage amongst all the dignified, honored spiritual leaders and religious heads, and I will always remain grateful. Thank you so much.